Well, unfortunately, I'm back.
Unfortunately, huh?
Yes.
Time to suffer through more. Chapter 14. Author's note. Fook off preps. Okay, Raven, thanks for helping again. I'm sorry, I couldn't update, but I was depressed.
Depressed.
Depressed. And I had to go to the hospital 'cause I slipped my wrists. P.S. I'm not updating till you give me 10 god revals. 6666666666666. You always see me when I'm doing this. I'm like bobbing my head up and down, and I'm like, yeah, rock out. Warning: some of this chapter is extremely scary. Vower excretion advised.
I'm not going to excrete.
No,
I'm
you
sorry
already
to
did
disappoint
that.
you. It's not happening.
We ran to where Voldemort was. I thought you teleported there. Whatever. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. That doesn't make any sense, but okay.
We went to where he was, but it turned
He
out
actually wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Because that explains to me exactly who that is. Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail.
Whoever the fuck that is.
Rid my sight, you despicable preps, he shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. He looked at me
And then Laura.
Yes, and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. Ebony, I love you, will you have sex with me? He said. In this, he is 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile, okay?
I really would love, I have rarely thought of this before, but I would really love if I could make fictional characters real, especially right now, because I would love to make Ebony real and then just slap her once across the face so hard that you will hear it a city block away at rush hour.
Wow. Huh, I said.
I love how that's just it. Just continuing on.
I'm like, I don't know what to say to that, because apparently you hate her a lot. Inobi, I love you, will you have sex with me? Asked Snaketail. I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? You torture my BF, and then you expect me to fuck you? God, you are so fucked up, you fucking bastard, I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. With what? Blood poured out of it like a fountain. No! He screamed. He started screaming and running around. I thought he fell over. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears. Why?
Burst into tears.
Burst into tears. Snaketail, what art thou doing? Called Voldemort.
Well, he's dead now, Voldemort. That's exactly what he's doing. He's dying.
Then, ... he started coming.
Why is everybody coming in this story?
Apparently everyone has a major hard-on and they just have to come, I guess.
I mean, it's not even that. It's just like they're at rest one moment, then they're like ejaculating arbitrarily at the drop of a hat.
We could hear his high heels clacking to us.
So Voldemort was having a special night.
Yes.
I see. He does Liza on Thursday nights down at the club. Because Hogsmeade has a lot of clubs in it.
Yes.
As we remember.
Yes. Yeah, everybody goes to St. Mango's because it's that kind of club.
Anything goes at St. Mango's.
And we do mean everything. And I'm trying to think of something else to say with that, and I can't. And I'm like, what can I say that'll sound really creepy but fit real well? I can't think of anything. So we got on our broomsticks, which we shouldn't have brought with us, but somehow we did, and we flew to Hogwarts because we couldn't magically teleport back. We went to my room. Vampire went away. There, I started crying.
Vampire just went away. He just wandered off.
Yeah, because
we don't know where he went.
To check on Draco or anything, he just leaves. Yeah, whatever. My part in this is done. Fuck off. What's wrong, honey? Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could screw. Because that's what you do right after you just got rescued.
Yes, after bunches of torture, and then your significant other starts bursting into tears, you decide, yeah, I'm going to take off my clothes so we can fuck. That's the thing to do.
That makes everything better. He has a sex pack. Get it? Because he's so sexa.
Oh, please, just go die.
and a really huge you-know-what and everything.
Oh, it's that single boob he has that's so big.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sometimes the mental image just asserts itself so strongly, and it's just so funny.
It's okay. Look, I mentioned that yesterday. We can use it again today. We can use our own jokes. It's okay. It's so unfair, I yielded. Why can't...
Yielded?
Yes, I yielded. I yielded my ovaries or something to somebody. I don't know, but I yielded. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls and preps here, except for Bloody Mary, because she's not ugly or anything?
You're a fucking asshole.
Yes, you are. Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They are such fucking sluts, answered Draco. Yeah, but everyone is in love with me, even
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, here's what you need to do. Get an umbrella, sit on it, and then open it. I'm sorry.
You know what? Don't apologize. If she pisses you off, go ahead and bitch. That's understandable. Like Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Hagrid says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me. And now even Snaketail's in love with me. But
he's dead!
Him.
He's fucking dead! You killed him!
I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Satan had made me less beautiful.
Satan didn't make you beautiful!
Satan's an asshole. What are you talking about?
He's less of an asshole than she is, apparently.
I shouted angrily, and don't worry. Inobi isn't a snob or anything.
No, she's just an asshole.
But a lot of people had told her she's pretty. That doesn't give her the right to be a dick.
Yeah, that was apparently before they actually spoke to her. It's like that whole thing about, you know, the speed of light is faster than the speed of sound, which explains why some people look good before they open their mouth.
Yeah. I'm good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse, I shouted, and then I ran away.
Let's just reflect back on what she's good at. First there's, and then there's, followed by, and then with. So yes, we've listed all the things she's good at.
The reason it's so funny keeps cutting in and out. So for a minute, I thought my audio was me. And then I'm like, wait, he's doing this on purpose.
I was going to say, I didn't think it was that funny, but...
No, it's because I've been having trouble with your audio. Like, you keep, like, sometimes, I explain that to you, like, you just cut off, and then it continues a few seconds later, like you never left. That's so funny. Oh. But you're right. Her talents are, and that's all she's got.
Chapter 15. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? BTW. You suk froom no on every tim someone flams me im gonna slit my wrists. Thanks to your helping for helping you slit your wrists.
I suppose.
Kudos, Raven. Cheers.
Yay!
I'm not going to do this again. I do this every time.
Okay. Okay. Well, you can always do what I do, a bunch of X's, 666, a bunch of X's. Or just skip over it completely.
I think I'm going to skip over
Okay.
Ebony, shouted Draco sadly. No, please, come back. But I was too mad.
Over me being a dumbass.
Yes, you're certainly mad. That's a good adjective. Whatever. Now you can go on, have sex with vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door
You guys were in your room.
Closed my black door with my blood-red key, which, of course, these come standard in. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire because they look so much alike.
Yeah, I was going to say, they look exactly like him.
I started to cry and weep, and I also sighed and breathed out air. I took a razor and started to slit my wrist. This is
Again.
just... Why is it that every 5 seconds, every time anything happens, you slit your wrist? This is problematic. There is something seriously wrong. This isn't just like, oh, yeah, like even if you were cutting, you don't slit your wrist. You just cut yourself somewhere. It's not the same to just cut your wrist at every moment. And it's very dangerous. If that is your coping mechanism for everything, there is something seriously wrong. I swear it'd be like me, I don't know, putting a gun barrel in my mouth every time I had a bit of stress. And all of her stress is self-invented.
Yes.
Like it's not even real stress. She just overreacts to everything. Oh my god, someone farted. I'm gonna kill myself. And then I'm gonna suck on my blood from my own wrist. Then I'm going to dress like Morticia Adams with corset bits. And someone's going to take a video of me. And I'm going to shoot them up with a fucking gun that I had
Actually,
somewhere.
the truth is, she looks nothing like Morticia Adams. Morticia Adams is better dressed and behaved than this retard.
Well, yeah, but I know she put on a low-cut black dress with high heels, and I thought of Morticia Adams. Remember I commented that was...
Yeah.
Like, the only person that had that as leisure wear is Morticia Adams.
I miss the Addams Family.
It was a good series. Those films were good, too. I enjoyed the film. I drank the blood all depressed. Yes, because it's great to cycle your own blood through, because you can't have any other use for that. Then I looked at my black GC watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class, which is good because then you can show and tell your severed blood vessels and as they paint the class red.
And why would a magic school have a biology class?
Well, I guess you kind of, well, I'm not going to rationalize that. I'm not going to justify this piece of shit. It doesn't deserve it. I put on a short-ripped black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front in blood-red letters and was all ripped in a spiky belt.
Wait, weren't you already I'm confused.
Apparently she's very into layers.
Okay, anyway.
Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them. with blood red letters? Why would you have boots that said Joel all over them?
I don't know. Why would you be going to class not in uniform?
I put my ebony black hair out. Like for the night.
And then suddenly I wanted to make say something to the effect of your hair is a slut. So.
Your hair is a slut. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Anyway, depressed as usual. Yes, that sadness and depression is being conveyed very effectively to the readers of this. I can feel it myself now. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar because that's totally biology.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's 100% biology there.
Yeah, I remember in biology class when we turned our bloody pentagrams into black guitars. Some were better than others, admittedly.
Yeah.
Suddenly the guitar turned to Draco. "Inobi, I love you," he shouted sadly. "I do not care what those fucker preps and posers think. Oh, the most beautiful girl in the world."
Now notice, when she was having this rant with her boyfriend, being beautiful was the problem here.
Yes.
So why are you telling her she's beautiful? If she wants you to tell her she's ugly as fuck, you tell her she is so ugly that makes you not want to fuck her because that's how ugly she is.
I don't know about that, but...
Whatever. This story is stupid. That's why I love it.
Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. Then, dun dun dun, he started to sing The Chronicles of Life and Death.
Which has nothing to do with what's going on right now.
Yeah, I would also like to point out that while I am all for entitling a story or what have you after a song, typically there is a reason in that song shares a motif or a mood or some sort of shared meaning with the story. But as far as I can tell, there's not even a unifying theme or tone that has anything to do with the song My Immortal. They might as well have called this, I don't know, Shake That Ass. I mean,
Yeah.
For all it has to do with the story, we could just as well have called this Baby Got Back. At least it would have had an interesting title.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing here is that these songs and these bands are gothic, even though they're not. They're just real, that I like them, but these aren't strictly gothic. There's nothing really goth about them.
Yeah, the only one I can really see is even remotely gothic is Marilyn Manson, and that...
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of how many that they've been talking about this whole time. Seriously. We considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it.
But it's not your song. In fact, it's a bunch of nonsense where they just... I think it's in Japanese, they're like, life, 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 death, 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 and something about vampires for some reason. It's really just something they thought sounded cool in Japanese and had a choir sing it.
Right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic. And how is your voice gothic? How can you have a gothic voice? And sexy, like a cross between Gerard, Joel Chester Pierre, and Marilyn Manson.
How can it... No! Through all of these guys? No! That's impossible.
It's very unlikely, and... Authors, no, don't you think DOS guys are so hot? Now, actually, I think Macintosh. Whatever. If you not know who they are, get the fuck out ultra. OMFG, I said after he was finished, because that's what you'd say after someone serenaded you in the middle of class. Some fucking prep stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers right up my bum. I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened in the story. That were covered in black nail polish and were entwined with Draco's now at them. This is very awkward. I love you, I said, and then we started to kiss just like Hilary Duff, whom she reiterates she hates, and CMM, who the fuck is CMM, in a Cinderella story. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together.
Shouldn't he be in the infirmary or St. Mango's?
Presumably. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. Right then?
Yes.
Wait, did you see the poster right then, or was there a concert right then?
Both.
Okay. We looked at each other all shocked, and then we went together.
Alrighty then. Chapter 16. Author's note. You know what? Suit up, okay? Prove to me your nut preps. Raven, you suck you fucking bitch. Give me back my fusion, sweetie. You're supposed to read this. Raven, WTF, you beach. You're supposed to do this. BTW, okay. Thanks to Brittany 5655.
You know, I think honestly, Raven can do her duties herself.
Yes.
Know, when you're doing duties, you don't really want to do it together. I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you, Ebony, but you don't do duties as a pair.
For teaching more Japanese.
It's because it's always a good idea to learn another language when you haven't mastered your native language.
Yes, exactly. A whole bunch of X's. 666, a whole bunch of X's. We ran happily to Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. MCR were there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter, 'cause I knew that we were the only true ones for each other. Okay. I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots with red. When did you go change?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. If they ran there together immediately, what, did she spin around like Wonder Woman and suddenly have a new outfit? Did she change like Cutie Honey? What happens here?
I guess. Whatever.
It's like a crappy, low-rent, pseudo-gothic poser Cutie Honey. Good job.
I ran into a phone booth and then came out a few seconds later in my new outfit. Black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants.
Yes, as a fashionable, wealthy member of the upstanding wizard world, that's exactly what Draco Malfoy would always be seen wearing in a public venue.
Yes. Anyway, I about said we stabbed.
Well, we stated at least.
We stated moshing to Helena. We Frenched. How? You're moshing and dance? Whatever. We ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was Volsamore and the Death Dealers.
What is this, like some sort of motif band? We weren't actually MCR, we're Volsamort and the Death Dealers. We're a punk wizard band with a name of questionable taste. We're meant to be controversial.
Actually, a band called Death Dealers or something of that nature sounds cool to me.
But I think it would be, the way that my whole point was that it sounded like it would actually be, like, because some punk bands have a name that's meant to, kind of, stir people up or be controversial. Somewhat in the Death Dealers, because everybody that sees that name will know what they're talking about, what they're getting at. And of course it'll sensationalize and, be very controversial to the older ones. And they'll be like, oh, that's just tacky, like, oh, those young ones, those whippersnappers,
WTF, Draco, I'm not going to a concert with you, I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time, even if it's MCR, and you know how much I lick them.
What? What? They're at a concert!
Retcon! We're not going!
You can't not go when you're there. You can't say I'm not going when you're standing there in the fucking club.
What? 'Cause he gadgeted uncomfortably 'cause guys don't like to talk about you-know-what.
Yes, we hate to talk about embroidery.
Yeah, 'cause, I yielded in an angry voice. We won't do that again, Draco promised. This time, we're going with an escort. OMFG, WTF, are you giving into the mainstream, I asked. So I guess you're a prep or a Christina, or what now?
He's not a Christina, he's a Draco.
He might have one boob. He very clearly has a boy's thingy. No, he muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shooted angrily. What does this have to do with anything? You're fucking stupid. Inabi, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell down on his knees and started singing The World is Black by GC to me, which again has nothing to do with the situation. I was flattened because that's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me. How do you know that? Maybe he memorized them for Vampire. Okay, then I guess I will have to. That doesn't make any sense just to say no to go and then suddenly not actually go and tell him you're not going and then just go.
I'm thinking that maybe this is a good approach. If someone seems to be upset with me or, doesn't want to actually acquiesce to what I've requested, I will now begin to serenade them with a completely unrelated song. And this, according to My Immortal, will get me everything I want.
Yes, just suddenly burst into a random awesome song. And there you go. I said, and then we Frenched for a while, and I went up to my room, because that solves everything.
I wonder if this author actually knows what Frenched means.
Probably doesn't.
Probably not. No.
We're trying to give them more credit than we really need to. Bloody Mary was standing there. Haji ma shita, girl, she said happily. She speaks Japanese, so do I. You probably don't. Da means how do you do in Japanese.
Yes, why would you say hajimemashite when you already know each other?
I don't know. BTW, Willow, that fucking poser got expelled. She failed all her classes and she skipped math. Author's note, Raven, you fucking suck. Fuck you. If you remember, in the very first chapter, Willow was the insert for Raven. It was supposed to be her roommate, just in case you forgot. Also, I don't see how she could fail all of her shit and get expelled. But, because it's not the end of the semester yet, and we never established that she did anything to actually get her expelled from school. And I don't know what skipping math has to do with any of this.
Yeah, I mean, how could she get expelled from school, yet dumbass here goes screaming into other people's classes, telling off teachers constantly, fucking in the middle of classes, fucking in the forest, fucking in her room, the dormitory, which she has let people in who are not supposed to go in there. Let's see, what else? Not wearing proper uniform. There's just so many things.
Yeah. It serves that fucking bitch right. Bitch right. I laughed angrily. I don't know why you'd be angry about that, but... Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We wished some gothic... We watched some gothic movies like Das Nightmare Before Xmas.
I guess that's the psychedelic German version.
Maybe Willow will die too, I said.
That's apropos of nothing. That's what does that have to do with anything?
We're a dumb bitch.
Like, so seriously, how many times have we just been, watching movies and I say, maybe that dude will die. Like some mutual acquaintance. Maybe Una will die.
Yeah.
That would be horrible. Like, why would I even say that just out of nowhere? What kind of horrible person would I have to be to say something like that?
Hitler? You asked, so that was the first person to pop into my mind.
That's great. Hitler?
Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii!
That's not appropriate.
No, it's not. Bloody Mar shook her head energetically, lethargically. Oh, yeah. Oh, have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her, and then Lupin did it with her 'cause he's a neckflack. Kawaii! I commented happily.
This is like a conversation between two sociopathic, retarded people. I know it's horrible to say, but it really is. Like, there's something wrong with these people, and it sort of makes me think, like, there's a part of me that kind of pities them, but there's a part of me that's just sort of like, there's something fucking wrong with you. There's something fucking wrong with you.
Yes. Yes, there is. Oh, I just love that. Maybe she'll die. Cute! And then I killed her. And then somebody had sex with her dead body. Cute!
It's like a very facile version of, the old lady who swallowed a fly. It's and when you think about that, it's just kind of a ridiculous song anyway. I mean, it's like, perhaps she'll die. Well, maybe she will, but you don't have to keep saying it.
We talked to each other in silence for the rest. What? We talked to each other in silence for the rest. UV the movie.
Maybe they were using semaphore.
Oh hey, BTW, I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR, I said. I need to wear like the hottest outfit ever.
Or hot set, as the case may
Oh,
be.
hot set. Be Rudy? Mari nodded energetically. OMFG, totally, let's go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? I asked, already getting out my special Hot Topic loyalty shard. Shard? Card? I don't...
Carda.
Okay.
Carda.
No, my head snapped up. What? My head spoon. Spoon? My head spoon. I could not believe it. Be Rudy Mary, are you a prep? No, she laughed. I found some cool Gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Because there's no other place to go to shop except Hot Topic.
Right. I was just going to mention, just because it's not Hot Topic doesn't mean it's automatically prep-style outfits.
Or prep at all. There are other fashion styles. Dumbasses. Who told you about them? I asked. Sure, it would be Draco or Diablo or Vampire. Don't even say that nom to me.
Wait, she was all about how sexy he supposedly was in the last chapter.
Yes, she was. Or me. But you didn't know about it! So how could it be you? Dumbass. Dumbledore, she said. Let me just call our Brahms. OMFFG Dumbledore? I asked quietly.
Quietly, despite being in all caps.
Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go!
You saw a map that somehow told you what shops sell.
I guess. Did you steal it off his desk? Is it like the Marauders map?
It's the Marauders map, but for fashion. It shows you what they sell and how much they have in stock.
Actually, that would be really useful.
It would be really useful. Which is why they couldn't have possibly thought it up for this story.
True. We were going in a few punk golf stores, and how would you not know about these anyway?
Yeah, you've been to Hogsmeade a couple of times already.
Yeah, and if you're in 7th year, you would have been around Hogsmeade a long time when you would take the trips over there. I don't understand how you could miss these and would need a map to show you where they are. But anyway.
Also, why would Dumbledore even need a map of like these shops? He should know Hogsmeade like the back of his hand. Unless he was thinking about dressing up Gothic to go see MCR at Hogsmeade.
Well... The salesperson was, oh my god, hotter than Gerard, except not, because that's impossible, and he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. The real goths, me and Beauty Mary said. Yeah,
Ones that can't speak or spell or anything like that.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a Gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I didn't even know they had a camera.
So, despite the fact that you're running a shop, you are disparaging someone that comes into your shop for the purpose of giving you money for things that you have in stock.
Yes, because they do not fit my standards.
Very classy.
Yes. OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on me again, I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out and a very low cut with a huge slit.
Very low cut with a huge slit. That's what we are, Ebony. You're very low cut with a huge slit.
And suddenly I'm just like, the way it describes that to me, all I can imagine is she's a black vagina? Because that's what comes to mind.
Oh my goodness.
You have to cup it.
Hot dog and a turtleneck.
That's right. It's gotta go somewhere. Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, it looks totally hot, said Beludi Mary. You know what? I am gonna give it to you free 'cause you look really hot in that outfit. Because, yeah, he would do that. Because how much does that dress probably cost? And he's going to give that to you for free.
Well, she did turn into a giant black vagina, so...
I guess. Hey, are you going to be at the concert tonight? He asked. Yeah, I am, actually. I looked back at him. Hey, BTW, my name's in Ebony. Darkness, Dementia, Tara Way. What's yours? Tom Ridd. That wasn't very disguisey at all.
Yeah, it would be sort of like if the Joker decided to disguise his identity by calling himself Ogre J.
Yeah. He said and ran a hand through his black-dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, 'cause I'm going there with my BF, Draco, you sick perv. Or you could have just been like, oh, sorry, I already got a boyfriend.
Either that or just say, yeah, maybe you'll see me there. You don't have to say anything about any sort of commitments. He didn't even ask you. Like, he didn't show any interest in her. He had no interest in her. He didn't say, yeah, maybe we could get together tonight and screw at the concert. No! All he said was, maybe I'll see you there. Maybe I'll see you there. Stop fucking reading into everything. God blessed.
Well, I think it's because it's the idea of running a hand through his hair, like he's trying to, like, hey, I'm sexy. Like, let me adjust my hair so I'll look even sexier. But
Yes,
whatever.
I was running a hand through one signal that he wants to bone someone he happens to be talking to.
Yeah. I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Hagrid flew in on his black broom looking worried. OMFG, Ebony, however you say that, you need to, get back into the castle now.
Okay. Chapter 17. Author's note. I said, step from among the straw. If or prepped and not read it, who can tell whether you... is this English? I'm
No.
sure this isn't English.
No, it's not English at all.
Prep or not by my quiz, it's on my homepage. Your homepage?
Yes, homepage. Hump, 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 hump.
If you're not, then a rock. If you are, then Fuka. Plus, what all isn't really a prep reverend. Plus, do this ill premise to give you back a posture. Yes. Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free, and we were an asshole to him.
Yes.
He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted to, if he wanted, 'cause he was fashion and stuff. He's Bisazul. Because that has something to do with being in fashion.
Yes.
Hargeard kept shooting at us. Shooting at us?
Pew, 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 pew.
Shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. Stop coming everywhere. That's got to be really awful to clean. It's very unhygienic. WTF, Hagrid, I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you fucking bastard. Well, anyway, Willow came.
Even though we said last chapter that he murdered and her dead body was having sex with her. Her dead body was having sex with her. Some dude was having sex with her dead body, and she was expelled from the school.
Yeah, she was expelled. Had not attended her math course. Was murdered by that by
B.
Lottie Mary.
Hermione, people.
Yes. And her dead body violated by Lupin. Yes. Well, anyway, Willow came, as people do in this odd school. Hargeard went away angrily. Hey, bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Who? She? Oh, Willow, okay. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you, I answered sadly, because Willow's really pretty and everything.
Even though we hated her and hoped she died last chapter.
Yes, and murdered her and had her dead corpse violated. Yes, that's real friendship. That's.
It's not like this was over a sweater or a poster or anything, and I was totally overreacting by saying I wish she was dead just because she had my sweater.
Yes, not only wishing her dead, but pretty much saying that she should be murdered by Hermione and then violated by a pervert. That's certainly not something that would end a friendship.
No, not at all.
Okay, she was wearing a short black corset thingy. Not a corset thingy.
Something that kind of sort of looked like one, but wasn't really.
With blood red lace on it, and a black blood red miniskirt. Leather fishnets.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible either. And that would really be very uncomfortable if it were. And black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. How can boots show off how... I guess this is just a vague modifying phrase. She had a really nice body with big bobs and everything.
Does she shoot lasers out of them?
I guess.
Pew, 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 pew.
She was thin enough to be anorexic. That's not something that you should say in a complimentary way. It's pretty horrible. So, are you going to the concert with Draco? She asked. Yeah, I said happily, despite the fact that I have been bitching about this fucking concert for the whole last 2 chapters, and already experienced it with a Voldemort or Voldemort or whoever the fuck we're spelling it like today, and the Death Dealers are on the stage, but that apparently didn't happen, or maybe we were just hallucinating, or...
It's okay, just keep reading. I'm patting you on the back for reassurance.
I'm gone with the... Oh my god. I'm gone with Diablo, she answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diablo came. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell that they thought...
Well, I would think you probably think they look hot and sexy if they both came.
Yeah, well, yeah. They thought we were ought to. Diablo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. He was wearing tons off makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black GC t-shirt, and black Vans. Black Vans? With that, you're wearing Vans? From the Warped Tower. What the fuck is that? What is a fucking Warped Tower? You get fucking shoes at a... You get shoes at a fucking tower? Who wears Vans with leather pants?
What are Vans?
Vans are a kind of shoe. I mean, they're cute and everything, but You don't wear them with leather pants. You don't wear them... Never mind.
Something I'll have to look up later. Because when I see Vans, I think of like a type of car. So I'm like, how are you wearing Vans? How are you wearing a car?
No, not an automobile. These are a kind of shoes, but they're not really a suitable kind of shoes to wear with that ensemble. Not that it stopped her before from making somebody wear something that really didn't go well together, but bloody Mart. That's right. Red light special.
All the vampires get to go here for free on Tuesdays.
Was going to the concert with Dracola.
Wait. Who's... Oh, okay.
Stay tuned. We'll tell you. Dracola used to be called Naval. You know, they give you horrible nicknames in English schools. Dracola used to be called Naval, but it tuned out that he was kidnapped at birth, and his real family were vampires. They died, which means they colored themselves, in a car crash.
Well, that explains the bloody Mart.
Naval converted to Satanism, and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now. What was he before? He was wearing a black...
Gryffindor.
Was he?
In the books. Neville.
Oh, Neville. Oh, okay. I didn't make the connection. I didn't know anybody called Naval in the book. But...
Neither does this person.
Yeah, I mean, when they name you after a belly button, then you know where you are on the pecking order. Black warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoes, and black hair. He was wearing black hair.
Yes.
With red streaks in it.
I guess it was a wig.
Maybe. I don't know. His name is Naval, so maybe he resembled one. We call him Dracula now, but you called him Dracola before.
We should always refer to him as Dracola, but he's not a main character, so it'll never come up again.
That's a shame. Dracola is a pretty neat name. Well, it's a funny name anyway, and got to get jokes where we can. Well, anyway.
Notice that every time we talk about how somebody has converted to not only Satanism, but becoming a goth and switching houses, they all have the exact same backstory. Something happened to their parents, and that made them Satanists and goths, and now they live in Slytherin.
I don't know. It's about tantamount to what Rowling did in the books.
Well, again, I haven't read them, so I can't say yay or nay to that.
Hey, we've got this house, and it's called Slytherin, but I'm going to build it up so that, we don't prejudge and think that the people in Slytherin are just all bad guys and villains. Doop-de-doop-de-doop. 5 years later. All the guys in Slytherin are bad guys and villains. Guess what? All the people that we set up to be evil at the beginning, the ones that we... built up with characters and sort of made it seem like that we were supposed to, they were supposed to come around, they were supposed to have more depth than that, some sort of different layers to their personality. Well, actually, they were just evil. So, you were right from the beginning. Well, anyway, we all went to 2 Dracos, black Mercy Bens. Get it? Because we were...
Well, if that's the case, then it wouldn't be Mercy. It'd be more like Sadist.
That his dad Lucian gave him. That's not his dad's name.
No.
We did Pod, Coke, and Crack.
That's
Draco
the same
and I.
thing as Coke.
Well, technically.
Sort of.
Yeah, I mean...
It's a different form, but...
Draco and I made out. We made fun of Dose, stupid fucking preps.
We didn't specify which preps, we just generically made fun of preps.
We soon got there. I gasped. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in pics. He had long raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny, and he had an amazing ethnic voice. ethnic voice?
I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong too.
I don't even think his hair is all that long.
We moshed to Helena and some odder songs. So you moshed to songs that were odder than Helena. I don't know how odd Helena is, but apparently not.
It's not very,
Odd
since
enough.
he's singing about his dead grandmother.
I guess just about anything would be pretty much odder. Suddenly, Gerard pulled of his mask.
Again.
So did the other members.
Again.
I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco and I came.
Because we suddenly got turned on by him and just orgasmed right there.
I guess they find deja vu irresistibly erotic. It was Voldemort and a death dealers. You moronic idiot, he shouted angstily. Enobi, I told you to kill vampire. Thou have failed. And now...
Thou didn't even try.
I shall... But this... No, please, we begged sadly, but he took out his knife, yes, because he's gonna shank you.
Not his wand, his knife.
Yeah, his knife. Shanked by Voldemort.
Actually, you're a pretty shitty wizard if he can just kill you like that.
You're a pretty shitty wizard, and he's a pretty shitty Supreme Lord of Evil, too. Oh, yes, the Supreme Lord of Evil, this coming darkness, this horrifying force for destruction and shadow. Well, what does he do? Well, he takes out a knife and he stabs you with it. Just let this sink in for a moment. I still say it's better than the books. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew.
Yeah, yes.
In on his broomstick. He had long black hair. Oh, that's very unsanitary. And a long black bread.
He's gonna make a sandwich later.
That sounds really gross. That just sounds really disgusting. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. He shot at a spell and Voldemort ran away. It was... Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, that's why I was giggling earlier.
It was Dumbledore.
Yes.
It was fucking Dumbledore. The fucking headmaster. Fucking Hogwarts. On a black robe that says Avril Lavigne on the back.
On a black robe. Oh, that is what it says. Even though he's supposed to be on the broomstick.
Well, he's got a long black bread.